the president and CEO of FreedomWorks, Mike Kibbe. Hey, Matt Kibbe. Hey, Matt, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm all right. So tell me, I mean, we just had William Crystal on who said, look, he blames both sides, but everybody should calm down, and Boehner probably shouldn't have said what he said. So what's your reaction to John Boehner's remarks, not only yesterday, but doubling down today?
Yeah, I was actually surprised because this is a new tone for Speaker Boehner, and in some ways he's echoing the talking points coming from some of the establishment Republicans in the Senate. Mitch McConnell has said similar things, and I guess John Cornyn. But what's frustrating is when he talks about credibility, this budget deal, what you're talking about is them abandoning a promise, both Republicans and Democrats abandoning a promise that they made us in 2011 for the second to last increase in the debt ceiling. This was current law. This was established policy that we were going to get these out-year savings that they just gutted. So now they once again promise us out-year savings in exchange for a huge spending increase this year and next year. And there's just no credibility to that statement anymore. And I think John Boehner's problem is not with conservative groups like FreedomWorks. His real problem is with a large constituency of voters who have been voting Republican because they were promised fiscal responsibility. So he can attack FreedomWorks, but he's really attacking our 6 million members who thought that they had a deal.
Yeah, no, I am really taken aback by his doubling down today and talking about when he says that they pushed us into this fight to defund Obamacare and to shut down the government. I mean, he's admitting he's giving an admission here, a tacit admission to that we shut down the government, that Republicans shut down the government. When any idiot, in my view, could make a very cogent argument, and they should have been making this all along, that hey, as Republicans, we didn't shut down the government. The president shut down the government. He wouldn't talk to us. He wouldn't give an inch. We lowered our demand after demand after demand. And here Boehner's saying you guys, all the conservative groups, forced us to shut down the government. I don't get that.
Yeah, and that's the circular firing squad that was originally created by John McCain and Lindsey Graham, and to be honest with you, we never got to the point where we could debate the Democrats on why they wanted to shut down the government to fund such a broken health care plan.
But they shut down the government because they wouldn't give you, in the end, they wouldn't give the Republicans a one-year delay in the medical device tax. I mean, the Republicans kept coming down.
Harry Reid said no. He said, I won't negotiate. And Barack Obama said, why should I even negotiate? And the frustrating thing here is, and I think John Boehner's brought to light, a real fight for the soul of the Republican Party that's happening within the House Republican caucus. And in large part, it's a generational thing. If you've been in Washington for too long, you're probably a little bit hopeless. But these new generations from 2010 and 2012, they promised they would balance the budget. They promised they would reduce the national debt. They promised fiscal responsibility, and they actually meant it. And I think that's causing a lot of insiders, including corporate lobbyists, including committee chairmen that like earmarking special favors to favored members. I think there's that culture clash going on, and they really don't like the fact that Grassroots America has more power. We have a seat at the table. We have an ability to know what they're up to, and that's what's really going on behind his frustration.
Matt, we got a minute, less than a minute. Let me just ask you, where do you go from here? Does this permanently make a permanent rift between you and Boehner? You guys and Boehner?
Yeah, I think it creates a real problem, and it creates a problem the next time Republicans belly up to the negotiating table, because the Democrats now have their number. They're going to get whatever they want next time, and we're going to have this fight now, to be honest with you.
All right, Matt Kibbe, President and CEO of FreedomWorks. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Take care. Very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. He believes that he was surprised by Boehner's new tone, and believes that it does create a real problem going forward in the relationship between the groups like FreedomWorks and Boehner. All right, we're coming back with Congressman Scott Garrett, Steve Malzberg Show. Don't go away.